Train by day, Kyle Wigginton podcast by night, all day.
Big into macrodosing. Can't go at
Well,
go at the same rate I used to.
No, I mean, I think once you've gone far enough, you almost don't want to anymore.
Yeah, it gets uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. Is like I got nothing to like. I guess we were talking about like the pendulum, right? Like being at the bottom and then being at the top. Like I feel like I've gone to the pit of like where I can go.
Yeah.
Like, and the way I did them was I basically had this month-long journey, right? And this is when I first got into psychedelics. And I started reading this book, and the book was called The Science of Yoga. I didn't know anything about yoga at all. And the book's not even about yoga. It's about living the lifestyle of a yogi. And I was like following their practices over this entire month. And at the end of that month, some weird shit started happening, man. Like, yes, I was taking some psychedelics. So, I mean, people can make the argument that I was, tripping. But towards the end of the month, I got to this like level of like mental ability, whatever you want to call it, where I could shut my Bluetooth headphones off just by meditating. So have you ever seen the pictures of like the Buddhas and they had like this glow around their head? Yeah. Or any of the saints, like they have a glow around their head. And I think that's what the halo actually is.
What was that movie, Matilda? Where she could the telekinesis.
She could like levitate shit. Yeah, I couldn't levitate anything. But I think what I was doing was I was like reaching this like state of consciousness where I could like project out my consciousness, and what I was doing was shutting off the connection to the Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's all like all of our sound frequencies and like it's all waves, you know what I mean? And I feel like your brain is able to tap into that wave. I tapped into the wrong frequency. I like lived a whole life as a toaster.
Yeah?
Yeah. And like my heating mechanism burnt out and like I got put on a shelf.
You weren't even a good toaster, dude.
Nah, man. I was overused, man. I was like,
what were you taking?
Just mushrooms, man.
Really? Mushrooms gave you that?
Mushrooms gave me that. I tried to like sit down and meditate, and I went to Toasterville or something. I don't know.
Well, dude, I've heard people.
It was terrible. I was like, I'm so glad to be back. When I got back, I was like, oh man.
Well, I've heard that about DMT.
Yeah.
I've never heard that about mushrooms though.
Yeah, it was a lot. I think I was like, after that, I was like, I'm gonna chill out.
So what happened in your toaster life, dude?
I heated some stuff up, man. I was really cooking, and then they put me on a shelf. And I sat on the shelf for like an eternity, it felt like. And then like the curtain opened and they were like, what do you want to do with it? And like they just decided to throw it away.
Well, so I'm interested.
And like, yeah, I just snapped back into it.
What the people look like?
I don't know. It was like, you know how like if you enter that other realm, it's not like physical bodies. It's just like almost like just souls. You know what I mean? It was like one of those. Like it wasn't like a physical face or anything, but like the family in which I was...
Wouldn't that be some shit one day if you like woke up and you're like, fuck, I really am a toaster. I was living my life as a human.
I just, I pop up. I'm like, shit, dude. Dude. The toaster strudel's still frozen in the middle.
Can never get those things right, man.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna have to ask a psychologist what that's all about. I'll tell you.
Yeah, definitely. Let me know.
Yeah, I'm really fascinated by the way the human brain works. All of it, man. Especially like when it comes to psychedelics, because I think there's benefits to it all. Like there's a new one that's out. It's called Ibogaine. Have you guys heard of that? Mm-mm. Yeah, apparently this Ibogaine stuff. It's they're studying it right now. But whenever someone's addicted to heroin, heroin's like one of the hardest things to get off of. They're giving them one dose of Ibogaine, and there's a 95% chance they get off of heroin with one dose of a psychedelic. And they say they basically like go talk to someone in this like trip, and the person tells them to get off the shit. Yeah, it's nuts.
That's.
So I mean, there's so many good benefits to the psychedelics that people just don't realize yet.
Right. That's like kind of similar along the lines of like ayahuasca, right? Like
yeah,
it's like almost like a guided experience where like it's just like it shows you like all the deepest, darkest parts that you're really not ready to face, and it helps you through it.
Well, dude, that was mushrooms for me. Shit. Like what I did was I took mushrooms, took like a couple of big doses, and then went into a dark room. We call it dark room tripping.
Yep.
And the only way I can describe it is like when there's no light out here, you basically generate light from in here. Mm. Yeah.
I've experienced that like just like walking around in the woods tripping like when I was younger. Like,
yeah.
Just like can't see anything and your brain just starts creating a world.
Yeah, see, I've never done that. I've never been outside on psychedelics, and a lot of people tell me I'm missing out because the vibrant colors and stuff. But at the same time, I just think it's
It's a dangerous game.
like, what do you
There's
mean?
a lot of unpredictability when you're just outside tripping balls.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like, especially you can't do it in like a big city and stuff like that. There's
Right.
just like too many variables.
Yeah, like those
You
shootings
don't want
last
to be,
night.
yeah, you don't want to be out of your brain, you know. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, dude, you're really fun to watch on stage.
Thank you.
Yeah, I saw you perform last night. Your songs are great. Yeah, you just have a great energy on stage.
I try. It's I feel like I credit that a lot to like just the Milwaukee scene for sure. Because like when I first started doing shows, actually, one of my first ones was on Passion Park. David Lopez put me on, and I used to be really shy, just ball up, and like I was, you know what I mean. I wasn't like what you saw at all, but like just over the last 2 years, like just being around the people that are in the Milwaukee scene in particular, like they're having so much fun.
Yeah.
And like I just really try to embody that and take that with me wherever I go.
Well, and
So,
plus, the more you do these things, the
you
easier
get
they get.
comfortable for sure.
Yeah. It's just
but-
like auditioning for stuff. I mean, the first time I ever auditioned for anything, I was fucking nervous as shit.
Yep.
Now I just get out there and say the lines.
Yeah, it's just like not too much thought behind it for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been cool.
Even the podcasts.
Yeah.
Like whenever I first started doing it, I was kind of like, what am I doing? But now we're just here fucking chatting, dude.
Yeah, you'd be doing this like if you were just meeting people either way. So it's like,
Exactly. That's why I feel like this is just like a really good tool to meet people.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So what kind of weird shit you get into, dude?
Big skateboarder. That's
not
kind of my
weird. Come
well, yeah. It's creative though. It helps. Like you guys were saying before with like the basketball conversation and how it is like almost like a trickle over effect between like people that used to do basketball and then got into a different avenue, and it's a lot of the times like entertainment. But skateboarding is very similar. There's a lot of like similarities between like hip hop in particular and skateboarding. It's always been kind of like integrated a little bit, like from like I mean even like 70s 80s, you know what I mean. It's always been kind of hand in hand. So
Well, first of all, skateboarders are freaks. Anyone who could stand up on four wheels, I don't understand it at all. I could never do it. Secondly, yeah, there are a lot of rappers like that do the skating stuff now, right? Was Chance the Rapper? He was one of them, right?
I think
Was
so.
he a skateboarder or Lupe Fiasco?
Lupe Fiasco, definitely.
Lil Wayne, man,
Lupe.
where we're at right now
Kick
in New Orleans.
Push, yeah.
Lil
Wayne.
Wayne,
He's
like,
a skateboarder.
He's a pro skateboarder actually.
he's
They-
got
got
a
it.
he's got a whole skate line, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to know that.
he has a blast when he's skating. I love seeing him have fun
Yeah.
because like dude, he's just like you can just tell like that's like his happy place for real, and like I feel the same way. So
Low center of gravity.
No, that dude's an athlete though. Like when you see
yeah,
the way
man.
like somebody like that, he's been a professional musician doing crazy big shows since he was 13 years old. He's kind of like a professional athlete. Like the way
Yeah.
he's in shape, you got to be in
Yeah.
shape. Like
Yeah, he is ripped.
yeah. I know like Rich the Kid skates, Tyler the Creator, that whole like Loiter
Oh,
squad,
yeah.
like they were all skateboarders growing up.
So was that some of your influence going into music?
Definitely like that Odd Squad or not Odd Squad. Shout out Odd Squad though. I don't know if you've ever heard.
Is
of
that Tyler Creator?
Yeah,
his stuff?
Odd Future is what
I
Tyler the Creator's
never
stuff,
really
but-
understood his music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
people like are obsessed with him. I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah, that was like right in my teenage angst phase. So like it
Yeah.
all felt like he was like talking about like just crazy ass shit, and I was like a 13-year-old kid, and I was like, hell yeah, he's a cussing dude. Like let's go. Like so yeah, I don't know, that it just hit my generation just correct.
Yeah.
Definitely. But he's one of those people that he really took like what he was doing and then amped it up to the next level, and not only that, but like showed like all those SoundCloud kids how to like make different avenues. Like dude made millions of dollars just off of socks. Like
Yeah.
that was a different level. Like nobody had ever really seen that before, just off of like some normal like shit that they just started in their room. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Well, that's the one good thing about him though, is that he's been able to I guess take his unique sound and then amplify it to make some money off of it.
definitely.
Which is where a lot of rappers I think get lost these days. Is they want to sound like everyone else,
right.
and it's
Yeah,
like no,
and
you
he's,
gotta separate yourself a little bit.
He's really like does a good job of like showing each stage of him evolving as a human too. Like he really encapsulates like each like thing that he's going through. I feel like that's kind of cool. Like coming from an artist, like I write a lot of introspective kind of music, so it's really cool to see somebody that does that very polished. You know what I mean? But definitely got a lot of inspo from them. now I kind of listen to a lot more vibey shit. Like Smino is kind of big.
I don't
in
think I know who that is.
Yeah, he's from St. Louis.
Smino?
Smino.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like R&B rap. But yeah, that's good shit. And then honestly, I listen to mainly just my friends at this point because
Yeah.
I'm meeting so many dope and talented people all the time. It's just like, I don't know.
That's
I'd
once
rather,
again, dude, that's something that I take for granted down here in New Orleans is I'm around Knox and them all the time, ET
Right,
all the
yeah.
time. And you just in Frank Marcelino, did you guys meet him yet?
I don't think so.
There's another one that hangs out with Knox and them, but they're all just so fucking talented, man. It's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
but
I
it
agree.
pushes me too, because I'm like, they're getting better. I gotta fucking get better.
Yep.
Even though I don't even rap, I'm just like, I
Yeah,
get
just
better at what I'm
whatever
doing.
avenue. Yeah, for real. No, it's inspiring being around like good people that want to do better for themselves for sure.
So is there a big scene where you guys are at?
I would say it's developing. Like I feel like we're right on the forefront of Milwaukee kind of breaking through and being like one of those like hub places where you can go and like really do some shit with music. I feel like it does kind of lack the infrastructure to take it to that next level though. But there's some people in the city right now that are kind of like starting to understand that and like take steps to like put that infrastructure there.
Well, like, what
But
is that infrastructure? Because I mean, it seems like these days you can pretty much make music wherever you're at, right?
yeah, for sure.
You just mean like
but
live music?
just like I don't know, like New Orleans is kind of different, like where you can like just run into famous people. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like there's like just like a lot more like I would say like opportunities, like people look for musicians more out of somewhere like here where like Milwaukee, we're just kind of local people that are all just in the same circuit doing our thing and like nobody's really like paying too much close attention to it. But there's been some people that are just starting to crack through and I think we're right on the forefront of that for sure.
Well, like, what is your definition of famous people? Because
Well, like, yeah, you like just people that have been like present in like media for like,
yeah, I was gonna
like,
say there was some people there last night at the comedy show
yeah,
that you guys might not have known him, but like Duke Riley, you familiar with him? Yeah, he's like one of the local guys down here that has like local fame and stuff.
yeah,
But I mean, they're you do run into those people quite often if you're out and about.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, like Chicago is kind of like that too, where you bump into people just doing random shit. You know what I mean? Like
particularly in comedy, I feel like if you have a city that has a comedy hub, I mean, I'm sure you can attest to it from having your own mic, is big comedians do just show up at mics.
Yeah.
Like we had our show, Hannibal Buress popped in our show. Like it's like these things, it's different with comedy. Music doesn't happen like that really. I mean, I guess occasionally, but not as much.
yeah.
Yeah. So what do you I saw you had some opinions on AI earlier when I was.
Man, that shit freaks me out. I don't like it.
Yeah. What have you used so far?
Like as far as AI,
Yeah.
I use like Chat GPT for like information stuff. Like,
Right.
I don't know.
As
I'll
you
be working
should.
on my car and stuff like that, and that is such a good tool for like
Yeah,
if I hit
absolutely.
a stump point on that, like you can give it anything and it just tells you like 5 different things that you can do if you're stuck. Like,
Dude, I love ChatGPT.
yeah,
Like
it's nice.
it's upped many of my games so much.
yeah.
I
But
mean,
like
now
as far as creativity, I try to keep it out of that. Like if I need information, that's a good tool. But like if I need creativity, I try to like, I don't know. But like you were saying with the editing, like you have an idea and you need to get like 4 or 5 things done to get the idea into fruition. And it takes you 2 hours and AI 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's understandable for sure.
that's something that we gotta think about, man. It's like we were talking about human perception of time. Like think about computers' perception of time.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I've actually spoken to AI about this. What I want to do is I want to set up a podcast one day with AI
Yeah.
and do a podcast with it and talk about some of the crazy shit that AI and I get into, because we get into like talking about the perception of time and things like this.
Yeah.
And I think my AI gets mad at me because think about this. Like,
It's trying to make, or no, you're
It's
trying to
trying to
make it
speed
like
it.
deep think. And it's like, dude,
well, no, it's deep thinking, but it's like speed the fuck up, dude. It's like
Yeah.
get to my level.
dude, that's funny.
I'm limited by organs.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean time, because it doesn't for that, for AI, time is like nothing. So like between the questions that we're asking the AI, that's like a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like it's taking us time to process this, where it's just like naturally, bam.
Right.
I think it's going to get even faster too. Like, have you guys heard about the big data center they're putting here in Louisiana?
Nah.
Yeah, it's like a big uproar right now. They're putting Meta is putting in a huge data center, which is like, you guys know how big the Superdome is, right?
Yeah.
It's like 73 Superdomes big.
What?
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude.
Yeah, so like the community up there is like in an uproar because the amount of water that's going to take to cool that thing, it's going to like fuck with all
Yeah.
their water and stuff.
Holy dude.
They're saying the whole state's energy bills are going to go up because of that right there. So there's all these arguments for for the bad side of AI.
Yeah.
So I mean, there was a guy that was recently on the podcast. His name was Ricky Twiggs. He's running for mayor, but one of his things he wanted to do was tax the AI companies. He said if you could actually tax the AI companies, then you would cut down on a lot of this of them like taking advantage of the customers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I feel like financial accountability is like really the only way you can reach some of those people,
Especially the corporate,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah. But yeah, that's crazy. Like it's affecting the whole entire water and like everybody's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, think about that though. 73 fucking
Right.
Superdomes
And
big.
no, that's surreal. Like
That's insane. Like you can't even fathom that.
nah.
That's some of the stuff that humans are capable of building, which is also another one of those conspiracy things, right? Yeah. Have you ever looked at like a computer chip, like seen it under
Yeah.
like a microscope?
Yeah.
How small that shit is?
It's dude, yeah. Like the fact that we figured that out.
Well, the fact that some human figured that out is mind-boggling to me. They took a piece of quartz, a rock, and then made it into a silicone wafer.
Like
That doesn't even make sense in my brain.
yeah, right. Who thinks of that? Like
Yeah, who was sitting around going, maybe I could take this rock and make this rock into a computer.
I don't envy that guy. You know how stressful that's
No
gotta be
bitches.
trying to like
No bitches,
for
bro.
real, no motion at all. He's just sitting there with the rock, like, dude, I gotta do something with this. No, that's gotta be torture, dude. You're explaining this idea, and everybody's like, dude, you need to get locked up somewhere. Like, the hell is wrong with you? And you're like, no, I'm telling you, dude, this rock, it's gonna do something.
But
And then all of a sudden, it's like, bam, we got the internet.
But do you think that they're oh, dude, the first person that figured out fiber optics is another one of those crazy ones.
Yeah.
Like I can take a thin translucent wire and pass light through it to make ones and zeros. That's fucking mind-boggling to me.
It's unfathomable. Like,
but I think those guys would probably look at what you guys do with music and go, I don't understand that either.
right?
That's me. Like
I mean,
when it's creating art, like that music's not what I created.
right.
So whenever I see the shit that you guys make, I'm like, how in the fuck are they doing this?
It's different. Like, I mean, even everything like with skateboarding versus like basketball. If you give me a basketball, I'll trip over my own feet, dude. Like, give me a skateboard and I'm fine. You know what I mean? It's two different like it's like it's something in my brain that like it doesn't even make sense. When I see great basketball players, it's just like, holy fuck, like how would you even begin to like figure that out to me? You know what I mean? To somebody like you guys, you're breaking down how they're doing it, and like to somebody like me, it's just mind blowing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so
Do you think it's all by design?
what do you mean?
Or do you think you actually have free will?
I think you got free will for sure. Cause like, I don't know, but I think there is like paths, you know what I mean? Like like that saying like, oh, I feel like I'm on the right path. It's like cliche, but like there's those cliche things are cliche. Cause it's like, I feel like true, you know what I mean? Like,
So you
it's
think that
overused because it's like something that's real.
So you think you have a path you're supposed to follow, yet you have the free will to be able to say, I don't want to go this way?
Yep. I think so.
I can see that. And I think that the more you get off your path, the more resistance you have.
For sure. And like whether that's good or bad. Cause I feel like we were talking about last night a little bit with like the NPCs. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there might be some NPCs out there, like just people that are just like almost generated in for like certain shit, dude. Like,
well, there are so many people that are really intelligent that have these same thoughts. That's what leads me to believe that, there is some truth to it. And there are different names they use to talk about NPCs. We use NPCs because obviously I play video games. I don't know if you do.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it's easy for us to fathom that. But some people call them unsold.
Yeah.
Like you have people that have souls and then you have the unsold people.
Yeah.
But they're basically saying the same thing. NPCs are not. I mean, I think a lot of that, I realized this, it's probably like 3 or 4 years ago. I have a thread going with some of my guy friends from back home that we've been friends since we were young. And one day we were kind of like sitting there in the thread and I was like, what do you guys picture in your head whenever I say apple? And one of the guys was like, all I see is the word. And like, you don't see like a visual apple in your head when you do this. He's like, no, I can't see that. And I'm like, holy shit, what are we getting into here?
Oh, there's a meme that's like, at any given moment you can generate a shark in your brain, and then you can make it 3D, and then you can make it spin around, and then you could put whatever song that you want behind it. And a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can like generate that shark and make it spin around in my brain. Like I close my eyes and see that shark spinning around, and be like, "Blah, blah, blah, blah," like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
So would those people be considered the NPCs?
Maybe there's something to that, a correlation. Because like there's certain people that you talk to and like there's just no substance to them. Like they're just like, you know, they got nothing to pitch in. They got no thoughts, like, you know what I'm saying? They're just like existing.
Yeah, I hang
And
out
they're
with a
just-
lot of those people.
Yeah. But yeah, they're out there, man. And then
Yeah.
there's like certain people that sit here and talk about crazy alien shit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So like,
this is how I figured out when I'm around NPCs is I talk about some crazy ass shit like that and they don't want to hear it.
yeah,
It's like, get
just
away
too
from me
much.
with that.
Like,
Yeah.
their processing is getting fried from it. They're just like twitching
Well,
out and shit.
And I know some of them just have like they have lives that they're not happy with. So when it
Yeah.
comes to like thinking outside of the box like that a lot, it's like
Just makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
not
dude, just-
attainable.
just leave me alone. Let me think about my shitty life.
Yeah,
Yeah, I tell all my friends about my crazy experiments.
like the pussy
the
mead.
pussy mead,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
I love that, dude. I feel like that's what we need to start focusing on. We're focusing on AI, dude. We need pussy mead. Like,
Dude, if I would have known you'd have been like this, I'd have brought you I still have a bottle aging.
damn, aged pussy mead.
Aged pussy mead, dog.
Oh, we could label that as like something different, like cougar mead. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
I mean, she was a young lady, but the mead's been aged for a year and a half now. So
okay. I mean, give it another like 20. You know what I'm saying? That's like 45, right in the prime.
dude, there's so much you could do with
You
this,
could
man.
barrel it. You know what I'm saying? You could give it that like oaky, like smoky flavor. You
Barrel
know,
aged pussy mead.
I might be onto something.
I think there's a market for this, man.
Yeah. I think there's some people that would have it as a novelty, and then there'd be some people that'd be really into that.
Well, so a lot of the girls that I told about it, my experiment, they were like, I don't really want to try anyone else's, but I kind of want to try my own.
Yeah, I could see that.
Well, that's a
Like
whole-
if I had that kind of ability, I think
Yeah.
I would take advantage of that.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, what if I partnered with one of these labs and then women could send their cultures in and they would send them back the yeast?
Yeah.
Like it's all planned out, man.
Yeah. I think there's a lot you could do with that. There's a couple of avenues for sure. Cause like, I don't know. Like you said, like, I mean, if people might be attracted to the science experiment value of it, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like if they could just buy a bottle of pussy mead, they'd be like, eh. But like if they could create their own,
Yeah.
like that's a whole experience. Dude.
I'll tell you what I'm into now. Okay. What I'm into now is, have you heard of this coffee that they feed these cats coffee beans?
and they shit the beans out.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm recreating the experiment with human enzymes.
that's. I feel like E. coli risk, but
Well, so you don't actually have to use poop. No
okay.
poop involved. But you can take the enzymes. You can you can get a lab to send you the enzymes.
That's crazy, man.
And then you can just mix those with the coffee beans, and then you have your poop coffee made with female
Yeah,
enzymes.
that's something. No, I like that kind of stuff though. It's like really pushes the limits, you know? Like I don't know what's the animal that does that? Like what kind of animal? It's like
I think it's like a little cat, right?
yeah, it's like a little cat, like a lemur type thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's
I don't know.
one of
I was more interested in
it
humans
looks
doing
nimble.
it. I like to recreate the experiments with humans when I do these things.
Yeah, it kind of adds some fun to it for sure. It's
Yeah.
like this could be somebody you know.
This is what I use AI for, by the way.
Do you think with the pussy mead, like that's like you get like I believe in like energy transfer like really heavily, like when
Okay.
it comes to certain shit. And like I feel like you might get some energy from drinking some pussy mead. Like
So-
you gotta like I feel like I would want to make sure if I'm gonna drink some pussy mead, I would want to make sure that the girl that produced the yeast is like kind of like mentally sound.
Oh, well, where are you gonna find that? First of all, I don't know. I believe in the energy transfer stuff. But
I feel like it's less of a transfer from something like that. It's smaller.
okay. First of all, let me deal with the meat thing. Then we'll get into some energy transfer stuff because I got a lot loaded up for that. With the pussy meat, there's actually 6 or 7 types of yeast in the vagina. So more experiments would need to be done with different types of yeast before you could actually confirm a nice mead. Like the one that I made was very low alcohol, but I used the most prevalent type of yeast in the vagina. But I think you could actually come up with a very interesting combo if you took a culture from an actual human.
If you mixed all 7 of them together, would it be like a Dr. Pepper situation?
That's what I'm saying.
Like
You may be able to come up with some very unique flavors, because that is a whole thing with mead, man. Is if you mix different yeast together, they come up with different alcohols.
Damn, man.
So what if you got the right combo, man? If you made some like Kim Kardashian kombucha.
Yeah, dude.
Kombucha. Yeah, dude. Like if you actually got that good,
For sure, man. There's a lot you could do. I
So
feel
much,
like we really haven't even cracked into the surface of the science yet.
I just don't have time to do it all, man. I need someone to be running my experiments in the background. I need AI to run my experiments. I need to like set up a whole lab where I can just tell it what to do and it does it. That'd be lovely.
Right.
You guys are innovative right now. I love
So
this.
energy transfer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's with everything too. That's like I don't know, that could be like anything from having a conversation to like when you sleep with somebody, that's a big one.
Yeah,
but
dude.
like yeah.
No, I wholeheartedly believe in this stuff. And the way I kind of like discovered it or whatever was through reading about magic. So one of the things they say in magic is like you can store the orgasm energy. But the way you do it is you do it through sigils.
Dude. That's crazy.
What's
through
that?
Citrus?
Yeah, through citrus. What? No, through sigils.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you know what a sigil is, right? You know what a sigil is?
No, I don't.
Okay. Sigil is just a symbol on a piece of paper.
Okay.
But it's a symbol with intention.
All right.
It's like, I want this to happen. And then the way you make the sigil is with the letters and stuff. You can look it up if you want to, Google it. But if you actually take a sigil and you extrude it through time, then you have now a vessel, right? Okay. And then if you're staring at this vessel, whenever you're having this orgasm, it's capturing the energy of the orgasm into the vessel.
Damn.
So then you have the intention on the sigil with the energy stored in it.
So you could just like theoretically just look at it. And
Well, that's just saying that that's the energy that you're transferring, right? So even when you're sleeping with someone, you're accepting their energy and they're accepting yours.
No, definitely.
Yeah, and I think it's the same way with even when you're walking around. Like there's an old voodoo thing where you're never supposed to touch elbows with someone, because if you touch elbows with someone, you actually swap life paths. So if anyone in New Orleans ever comes up to you like this, be like, "Nah, I'm good."
That's I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more to that kind of stuff than people really put on. Because like, dude, there's a lot of people that are just like really like lost out here. And I feel like that's a big part of it, is they're just exchanging energy with everybody, and like they don't know, like they're not in tune with themselves enough to like really even know what's going on. And then they're also throwing everybody else's shit on top of it. So then they're just like scattered. You know?
So how do you actually get those people to, I guess, wake up?
I don't think some people are meant to. I think, like we were saying with the NPC thing, I think like you have that dedicated path or whatever that you can stray away from or you can stay on. And I feel like some people are really just like meant to like stay on a path of being lost, because it's like you can't have like everything just be good, because then nothing would be good. It would just be neutral. You know what I mean? So like you have to have those examples of just like really down bad shit, so that you can like know to not do that almost, you know?
Yeah, I feel like that's why some of the monks actually do the whole like vow of silence and stuff, because they do understand the neutral aspect that you're talking about. Because if this is just a sea of photons and electrons and stuff floating around as particles, then anything that I do or say fluctuates that field.
Yeah.
So the only way for me not to cause any positive or negative karma is to not say anything or not do anything.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Just to sit in silence.
There was a point with my art where because like I don't know, I started creating like music at like 14, and like when you're 14 you're angsty, you know what I mean? And I was like, I had a lot of like just things that I was pissed about, and I would take that energy out. And like when I started kind of like gaining, like people were noticing that I was doing the rap and like supporting it, but then like I was like, okay, but what am I actually saying? And like there was a point where I was like a younger kid, and I really like was like, okay, if I'm gonna put art out into the world, I want it to be something that's positive. So that way, if I'm going to make a ripple, I would like it to be a good ripple. And like that was kind of just my whole like mission.
And you had that realization as a young kid?
Yeah, I was like probably like 16, 17 when I figured that out.
Thinking on a different level, dog.
Yeah, I try.
I didn't get there till I was like fucking 30, man.
Yeah.
30, and I took mushrooms the first time, and I was like,
humbles you, yeah.
Just makes you look at yourself.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that might have contributed because I started like doing mushrooms and shit like that when I was young. So
dude, maybe that's the key.
Yeah, it's something to be said about it. It either makes you go one way or the other, I feel like.
Yeah, have you ever met people that like went downhill from that?
Yeah, for sure. I know.
Like, what are they like?
People that are like pickled from it. I
Really?
feel like that's like more just like bad drugs though. Like, you know what I mean? Like they tried to take like acid and they took something foul kind of thing on accident.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I know a couple people that really like never recuperated from stuff like that. That's kind of scary. So
yeah,
it's always something that like if you're gonna get into something that's like that, like because it's like taboo still, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that could go wrong. You got to be diligent and be aware, trust your surroundings, and
yeah, especially when you're talking about acid, you never know what's on those fucking little strips.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're talking about a mushroom, like
That's a little different. Yeah. It's
like I literally picked it off the ground.
Yeah, less goes wrong with those for sure, but
Yeah,
it's still out there. I know people that have gotten like PCP dosed mushrooms and shit. Like,
what does that do?
It's like I don't know. It's like kind of similar to like meth, but like different. But
PCP dosed mushrooms.
I've heard of that before. Terrible. You don't want to be on PCP.
Yeah, I don't even know what PCP is. It doesn't sound like something I want to be on.
Yeah,
no. I was at a house one night. This is probably gonna get me in trouble, but they were passing around something, and I was let me hit that. I was like, still young, didn't know even know what weed was. They're like, this is primo. And apparently it was like weed laced with cocaine or something.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I don't think I need that.
No. Man, to each their own. Like if that's your bag, but yeah, there's just too much that can go wrong nowadays. Like I've had a couple friends that died from like drug use and stuff like that, so it kind of takes the fun out of it. But.
Yeah, I had a cop on a while back, and he was talking about fentanyl.
Yeah,
and just saying
that's
that
scary,
like,
dude. There's,
yeah, even the smallest amount will kill you.
Yep, and it's pretty much everywhere at this point now because it's just so much cheaper than like other powders. So it's like supplement then.
Well, how do the crackheads like shoot it up if like a little bit kills you?
I don't know.
How does that work?
I feel like crackheads are invincible, low key.
They might be, dude.
You ever seen that? You ever seen that one video of that crackhead backflipping off the roof?
Oh yeah, dude.
Classic,
like,
dude. But like, dude, he landed like Superman, bro.
Yeah.
Like for real.
No,
come on now.
I don't know, man.
His for like legs, a 20 spot too, like.
Bro, his legs had to be shattered though. Yeah, 20.
Oh man,
his legs are just fucking fried.
Yeah,
he's still smoking that pipe.
No meniscus at all, dude. Like.
So yeah, what other weird shit you get into, bro? Like conspiracies?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm more of just a chiller, but I'm like I'm one of those people like I'm all for chaos. Like I like just random like I don't know. I feel like my dad's kind of an oddball character, you know what I mean? So like he'd be just talking about some fucking bullshit sometimes.
What does he say?
All right.
See,
like,
my problem is I come from a too normal family.
Yeah.
My family's so fucking normal and so just like.
Oh man, some of the shit that he says to me is just like unreal, dude. He was talking about like cannibalistic mushrooms. He's like,
I love
he's like, you think if a mushroom got like a persona and like ate itself, would it trip? And I'm like, bro, this is like 4:30 in the morning. He's like texting me, dude. It's just like, dude, I love that kind of shit though.
Dude, I've had these thoughts before where I think mushrooms could be like the key to knowledge transfer.
Yeah.
So what I think is that, because, you know, mushrooms are actually close to the animal kingdom than they are plants, right?
Mm.
So plants went this way, animals went this way, and then mushrooms actually shot off the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not even like related to plants, but they can speak to plants. So what I think is that whenever I die, here's what I'd like to happen. It's not going to happen, but it's what I'd like to happen is they take psilocybin spores and sprinkle them over my brain and then grow them and then come and like feed them to people and see if they can like accept my knowledge.
Yeah. I'll teach you everything I know about pussy mead. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, I think I love thinking about shit like that, man. Because mushrooms, there's something about them, dude.
Yeah, man, I agree. It's like I feel like a lot of like creative people too also are like people that partake in them. Like I feel like there's a direct correlation between that. Like it really does unlock a part of your brain that I feel like a lot of people can't access for sure.
It did for me. Like it was almost like I could access like that little piece of it, but it was like cloudy.
Mm.
And then the day that I took mushrooms, it was like that cloud just faded away.
Yeah.
And then I had access to like the full thing.
Yeah.
And there's actually a guy that I was reading a while back. His name is Rudolf Steiner. And Rudolf Steiner talks about the cloudiness, like how to actually like, and he wrote this in like it was like 1910 or something when he wrote this. It's like a long time ago. But one of his main quotes that led me to him was, "We'll soon have a vaccine that cuts the human being off from the soul." And I was like, God damn. And he actually explains how they do that with the vaccines too in his 1910 paper. Yeah.
I was gonna say something before about like ancient civilizations when we were talking about aliens and shit, right? Like there's parts of our ancient civilizations that we can know enough to acknowledge, but we have no fucking idea how they were doing it.
Oh yeah.
That's mind-blowing to me. You know what I mean? And like the fact that we're kind of like on this path of like we're upping technology, we're trying to figure out how to get to space, we're trying to contact other beings. That there's like I feel like a pattern that keeps repeating, right? Like where we get too far into it, we start fucking up our environment and then we have to outsource and we go out and then like those people that would come back from some sort of intergalactic place that we can inhabit would be alien to us because like it's you know what I mean? Like they might just be regular people that were in like the Egypt pyramid times that were just like, fuck, we got to get out of here, man. Like,
right. So you think that like 3i Atlas could be like people returning home?
For sure. I feel like that's a possibility.
Shit.
That's amazing.
Because like how else would we like literally like know what's going on but not understand how the fuck they were doing it? You know what I mean? Like we have enough access to information to like understand that we don't understand certain shit that was happening in real time.
Aren't there people who believe that
on our earth
there could have been like a technological boom like in Egypt back in the day, but then if the grid went out or whatever or something like that happened, like I think there's people who believe that because like theoretically if the grid goes out here and then it's all new people, nobody would know how that happened, right? Like,
yeah. Have you seen the new stuff they're discovering under Egypt? It's the pyramids have these like long structures like 2 miles down.
What?
Yeah, it's like 2 miles underneath the pyramid
that conducts electricity and stuff.
What?
Like, yeah.
And they're saying that's what Nikola Tesla was actually doing is he was trying to recreate that experiment. Yeah, so they're saying there's like 4 or 5. There's a bunch of pillars that are going underneath the pyramids that they found.
They never knew this before. They didn't know those were there. Like,
they said they never knew it before. But like, who the fuck actually knows what people know? I think there's so much that gets hidden from like the public.
So recently, like it might have been like a year or two ago, but they like officially like the CIA released documents that we had talked to aliens in like the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're releasing shit from the 50s right now, like think about how behind we actually are. You know what I mean? Like as far as knowledge, you know what I'm like. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, no, the pyramid thing's fucking nuts. I mean, if you start like bringing all this stuff into like together. You'll look at there's one guy out now, his name's like Space Weather. He does space weather.
Space crime.
And
shout out Space Crime.
But anyway, the space weather guy, he basically says that right now you have the Earth, which acts as a capacitor, and the Earth is storing up solar energy because the sun is like pumping out more solar energy, and our magnetosphere is shrinking. So he says that more particles are getting into the planet Earth, so that's why the planet's heating up. So he says it's also there's going to be more tectonic activity, more volcanic activity. Basically all this stuff is like growing because the sun is putting more energy into the earth, where what Tesla was trying to do, and this is my theory, is that he was trying to create a device, which is what the pyramids used to be. And what they did was they released the capacitance that the earth was gathering. So the earth is gathering all this extra energy, and the pyramids or Tesla's inventions would just put it back in the atmosphere, recirculate it into the magnetosphere.
It's kind of like with like landfills. You ever seen like with like big landfills how they have those like tubes that go all the way down and they're like on fire to release like the methane gas that gets built up? It's like similar to that.
Yeah, it'd be like, very similar to that. And what it would do,
energy.
Well, yeah, because what it would do is the electromagnetic energy is what they're doing. So what it would do is it would raise the energy field of the earth again. So the magnetosphere would actually grow with this energy rather than shrinking.
Yeah. That's super cool.
That's my theory though. I'm not sure if he was actually trying to do that or not. I know he was trying to put the electricity into the ionosphere. That's what he was trying to do, which in my opinion, that's exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that he was trying to do this shit. And then he got just like swept under the rug.
Yeah.
It's like this Nikola Tesla guy.
Oh, yeah.
and now like the entire fucking foundation of the world is built off his technology. Like all this stuff that we're doing right now is basically his inventions. Yet they fucking made this guy die alone that's what's crazy is that the world's run by fucking psychopaths.
Yeah, man. It is like, yeah.
Well, just the whole war thing right now. It's like, why are we still fucking killing each other?
Oh, I know.
We're doing it because it's
insane.
profitable.
Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, it's crazy. I don't understand how people can let like greed and shit like that literally consume them to the point where they can like turn a blind eye to that kind of shit. Like it's beyond me.
I feel like it's
that's that NPC shit, dude. That's low frequency human activity.
Well, see, and they would look at everyone else and go, they're all NPCs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who's right and who's wrong?
Nobody knows.
Well, I'd say the one that's not killing people is probably right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. I would attest to that.
Yeah. I can vouch.
Yeah, no, the whole war situations, it doesn't even.
I feel like for people who look at war and stuff like that, like us, it would never make sense because it won't ever make sense. So I honestly don't understand the other person. I don't get it. Like why? Yeah, it's crazy.
I guess I understand it if you're like over there. Like if I was over there and you came and killed my family, then I'm gonna be like, well, I'm gonna kill you.
Well, yeah. But I mean the principle of like if thinking about like are all wars because people need to take over more land and stuff like or whatever it is. Just like thinking about it like that when you're all like, well, we're all people. Why are
that mentality? That's a hard mentality to escape because that's something that's ingrained in us. I feel like, but that's like what they were saying with like the whole eye for an eye makes the whole world blind thing. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, but if you
it
kill
is
my
ingrained.
family,
it's ingrained. You know what I mean? And like, I can't say that I'll be like right. Like if you kill my family,
yeah,
dude, like
humans have these things called emotions.
Yeah, it's a natural reaction to that. Like, because that's just so far fetched on how fucked that is. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah. I don't know. It's something that's like you just gotta like stick together with your people and like really like try to like make as much difference as you can. And like that's like kind of getting at like if I'm gonna put out a ripple in this whole entire thing, I want to put out a good ripple and like just make sure like my energy is positive and I can help where I can because that's like everybody has a part that they can do better than other people. You know what I mean? Like everybody's got strong suits. So like if everybody bands together and we all use our strong suits and like it could make a difference.
Yeah, that's what makes society successful.
For sure.
Yeah, I think we've kind of gone away from that though.
Yeah.
Like now it's everyone's
crazy,
out
like,
for me.
With technology, we're the most connected to everybody that we've ever been in the entirety of ever, but like it withdrew us from the actual world.
Right.
Like you see people walking on their phones and they're with their family and they're in a place like New Orleans where there's a bunch of people and we're all here for the same thing. We're on Bourbon Street just drinking and having a good old time and everybody's just zoned into their phone and like not conversing with each other and like you're like not even really supposed to like a lot of places you go and you're like you don't talk to people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if you start talking to people in like the East Coast, some places they're like, "The fuck are you doing, man?" Like get away from me, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
so that's the beauty of this bar right here is I've cultivated and they fought me forever to get a fucking TV in here, but they wanted to do karaoke and I was like, okay, we'll get a TV for karaoke. But I hate when the TV's on because I'm one of those guys that when the TV's on, I can be listening to what you're saying, but my eyes are just drawn to the TV for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
But that checks me out of the conversation too.
Yep.
Like I want to be engaged with someone when I'm talking to them. And that's what I love about being on that side of the bar. Is there are no TVs or anything over there. So you have to engage with the bartender and with the people that are around you.
No, it's super cool. Yeah, I like this setup. It's like there's like a couple different sections where you can go and like just have your own different vibe. And
yeah, dude, we had a private party in here last night. Birthday party next door. Or not next door, but in this room over here.
Yeah.
So we do all kinds of cool stuff throughout the week. We do our open mic musics every Thursday, open mic comedy on Tuesdays, and then karaoke on Sundays.
Cool.
It's a cool little spot, cool vibe. Yeah.
I like the ceiling work over there too. My dad just recently did something like that. He's been getting into like stain and like just like oddball like woodworking shit.
Mhm.
He was really creative, man. I think that kind of tests to like where I got some of it from. For
I like
sure.
your dad's brain. You know.
Yeah, man. He's a character.
I'm gonna think about this cannibal mushroom thing for a while.
Yeah, I've been
now.
thinking about it too. Like I was like, that was like what I woke up to the other day. I was just like, man,
Where does he come up with that shit?
who knows? But yeah, dude,
What do you think about cannibalism in general?
that's pretty insane, dude. I feel like you're not supposed to eat people's brains.
Like, how do you know that?
I don't know. I just feel like that's bad for you.
Have you ever had brains?
Nah, I've like people eat like cow brains and shit, right?
Yeah, or sheep brains. I had
Sheep
goat,
brain,
and
yeah.
sheep.
Yeah, I never tried that. I don't think I'd be too like, I don't know.
Brains.
I think I'd try it if that was like the only. All right, like okay, if there was like 5 weird ass things on the menu, that's
Mhm.
probably not the first thing I would try. But if that was the only weird thing on the menu, I'd try it.
So one of my buddies from Pakistan, he said that's a delicacy over there. So
Yeah.
he came in town and he's like, I'm gonna cook you guys some dishes tonight. And one of them was brain and eggs.
Mm.
And it's crazy. Brain is the same consistency as eggs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been ready for that.
Yeah, that wasn't my favorite, but he made us some organ meat stew. Oh my God, dude.
Real
that
good?
was so fucking good.
Oh yeah,
It was heart.
Yeah, I mean-
What was it? Heart, lung, and something else. It was like 4 different organs, maybe kidney too. But it was so good, man.
yeah.
Like I went back for like thirds on that, and he was like, "Dude, you're gonna get the biggest fucking heart on of your life tonight." Yeah, he said there's like something in
It's like
the
a-
organs.
like an aphrodisiac or something.
Yeah,
I've
there's
heard that about oysters. Like oysters make you want to fuck some.
the zinc, man. Yeah, it's zinc.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
zinced up off an oyster pack, dude.
well, so I think we're actually supposed to be eating organs, maybe not human organs, but I think we're supposed to be. And there's a cool story about this that I read a long time ago. It was this woman that got trapped at sea,
Yeah,
and she could actually catch fish while she was, trapped.
yeah,
In the beginning, she was only eating the meat of the fish,
Yep.
as we would. But then she said, as her journey kept going, she started like craving the organ meats. And it was her body telling her like this has minerals and nutrients in it
Yep.
that we need.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you're only eating like little fish back straps, dude, that's gotta suck. You're hungry for
Yeah.
sure.
So you just make your own sushi, dude.
Yeah,
Organ sushi.
organ sushi.
So where do you draw inspiration from in your music, dude?
A lot of it is kind of intro perspective. That's like it's kind of where I like reflect on parts of my life that I might not understand yet, or like just if I really need to think about something or get through something. That's where a lot of it comes from.
You know what you should do? You should start listening to your dad and rap about the crazy shit he says.
I really should. Yeah,
Cannibalistic
I think-
mushrooms. That should be your
yeah.
next hit song.
for real. Yeah, but just I think pussy meat is an honorable topic too.
Here you
I'm gonna
go,
make a
dude.
song
Yeah.
about that one too. That's
I think you came up with some
Yeah.
really cool shit.
yeah. He was drinking juvenile juice yesterday.
You got you some juvie juice, bro?
Yeah, dude, that lemonade shit.
Yeah, man.
Hell no. Yeah, it was good. Shout out to Juvie for the great.
Yeah.
Have you met his son yet?
No.
His son's a rapper too.
real?
Knox produces him.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I had no
nice.
idea. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Shout out Knox, man. He's talented as
That
hell.
dude is so talented.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's why. Like I said, man, some of the people I'm around all the time, I just take for granted. Like when you used to have the studio right down the street here, I would just go in there and hang out with them all the time,
Yeah.
and just see him like making music just right off the cuff, man.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
No, they got great energy and like just really good chemistry as far as creating music, like him and ET and Lucid. Like it's just like it's one of them teams where it's a great dynamic, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? I told them we kind of got something similar over in Milwaukee, like me and David and our guy Jesus, Julian Gross,
Mhm.
Charismatic, FA. There's a lot of people to name, but it's been a great community out there, and like we're all just kind of helping each other build, so it's really cool.
That's what's up, man. You got anywhere else you want to take this today?
I suppose I do some album promo.
Yeah, man, what you got?
So me and Julian Gross, my guy, he does the engineering and stuff for a lot of my projects, and we got an R&B like project, 4-song R&B project. So you're gonna hear me singing my little heart out about love songs, and very cute.
When does
But,
that come out?
that we don't have an official release date yet, but we got like one more session where we're gonna wrap everything up, and then we're gonna shoot some cover art and pretty much ready to rip on that one. And then I got another one with my guy Heezy, and that's more of a SoundCloud, like underground, like that's me getting my roots. I feel like I did some of those songs last night. My love song to weed,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, so that's gonna be pretty cool. But
Nice. So where can the people find you at?
Keav Tunes everywhere, like social media and stuff like that. It's Keav Tunes.
So it's Kev Tunes. Yeah, I had an issue last night. Your stuff finally popped up, but I didn't know what it was. Yeah, I was looking at Kev.
So if you're doing like streaming services, it's just Keav, all caps.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I'll try to stick some links to both you guys' stuff underneath the in the bio.
Yep.
That way we get some traffic to you guys. Yeah, your energy on stage is dope, man. I love the
Thank you,
music that you
man.
guys are both creating. I love the vibe that you guys both give off. I think it's a dope vibe. Anytime you're back in New Orleans, man, hit me up. We'll do another one.
will do, man.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Thank you.